Mhm. Welcome to Lit Wings. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Our today's topic is the archetypes of literature. It was written by Northrop Frye, a 20th century Canadian literary critic. His major works are Anatomy of Criticism, 4 essays, published in 1957, and Fearful Symmetry, published in 1947. The Archetypes of Literature is an essay which was published earlier in 1951 and it was later expanded and incorporated into this work, Anatomy of Criticism, in 1957. Frye was influenced by James G. Fraser's The Golden Bough, published in 1890, and Carl Jung's Collective Unconscious Theory. The Golden Bough is a comparative study of mythology and religion. Now coming to this collective unconscious theory, which is the basic of archetypes. Like we store photos and videos in a gallery, there are few symbols, images and myths from ancient folklore and stories which got stored up in human mind. And those images and beliefs, they are passed on from generation to generations. Young applies the term archetypes to those recurring symbols and images. Symbols, images, myths from ancient folklore, stories, and cultures employed by writers in works lie buried in racial memory or collective unconscious. Young applies the term archetypes to what he calls the psychic residue of repeated images or patterns in human minds. Frye divides this essay into three parts, where the first part is archetypal criticism. Archetype is a word of Greek origin where arche means beginning and type or typos means model. Frye compares criticism, literary criticism, with science. He says criticism is also systematic and organized like science. For example, prosody. Prosody is a study of how stress and intonation plays important role in a language so that it turns a language into a meaningful one. For example, let's take a sentence. Yes, I know. It's a simple sentence where if you change the intonation, the meaning changes. In case A, yes, I know. Yes, I know him. It means, yes, I know him. What happened to him? And the case B, yes, I know. It means, yes, I know. So what? It's the same sentence, yes, I know, where the meaning changes because of intonation. So that is where prosody plays important role. Next is phonetics. Phonetics is a study of how different sounds are produced using different vocal organs like lip, teeth, tongue, hard palate, soft palate, windpipe, etc. Archetypal criticism. Archetypal criticism is an interpretation of text by focusing on symbols, recurring symbols, archetypes to find a true meaning that lies behind the text. That's a particular symbol which reveals general truth. Part 2 is inductive method of analysis. Inductive method is one where particular meaning or particular symbol indicates general truth. For example, gravedigger scene in Hamlet. In the gravedigger scene, the gravediggers are preparing the burial ground for dead Ophelia, where Hamlet arrives at the conclusion that not only dead Ophelia but also great men like Julius Caesar and Alexander the Great also turn into dust after they die. So the dead Ophelia is the particular symbol who indicates the general meaning of even great men turning into dust. Frye says that criticism should be meaningful one, where it develops a systematic structure of knowledge instead of just giving background information. Frye says criticism is a synthesis of both structural and historical criticism. Structural criticism is also called as formalistic criticism, where critic understands a particular truth in a work and he goes for the general meaning that it indicates. But it has its own drawback that if the critic relies excessively on the method of introspection and keeping his personal grudges into account, the work may turn into subjective one. Historical criticism. Historical critic interprets a work from historical and social point of view and includes author's biography also, author's life also. This approach reduces the work to a level of biography. So Frye says both these movements are essential, where one aspect focus on the structure of literature and the other aspect focus on the cultural phenomena. The third part is the deductive method of analysis. Deductive method is one where we come from general truth to a particular meaning. For example, arts. Arts is a general word which indicates all kind of creative skill. But to be in particular, it consists of many branches like literature, music, sculpture, dance, painting, etc. Frye says that rhythm in music is like narrative meter and pattern in painting is like verbal structure in a sentence. If both rhythm and pattern are combined together and they come in recurrence, it can produce desired artistic effect in literature. Frye compares literature with nature, where nature maintains a cycle of rhythmic patterns like seasons. According to Frye, myth is the medium which connects general and particular images. 4 categories of myth. Frye compares each genre of literature with each season and that indicates a particular archetype. Comedy is aligned with spring, where we see birth of new leaves, which indicates birth of hero or resurrection. Romance is aligned with summer, which indicates victory of all the efforts like marriage. Tragedy is aligned with autumn, which indicates death or fall of a protagonist. Irony or satire is aligned with winter, which indicates defeat of the hero, due to which the chaos returns in the society. 5 different spheres. Here we see each world of myth which is aligned to each genre through the way of depiction, different depiction. First one is human world of myth, which is indicated through marriage, love and community-centered happiness in comedy, whereas isolation, tyranny and leader becoming powerless, it is indicated in tragedy. Animal world of myth. Here the domestic animals like sheep, lamb, dove, it indicates comedy, and the hunting animals like wolves, beasts, dragons, these are indicated in tragedy. Vegetable world of myth. Parks, garden and rose, it indicates comedy. Wild forest and barren land indicates tragedy. Similarly, mineral world of myth, where precious stones indicate comedy and remaining of the ruins, rocks, they indicate tragedy. Next is unformed world of myth, which is water. River, 4 fluids in a human body, they indicate comedy, and sea, flood, they indicate tragedy. The 4 fluids in a human body is according to the Renaissance concept: blood, yellow bile, phlegm and black bile. So coming to the conclusion, archetypal criticism allows all the images of literature to be judged under a universal point of view, which is ideal for the works that are highly symbolic like Lord of the Flies. But the drawback is everything cannot be fitted into archetypal frame. Like the struggles of racial, psychological and feministic issues need more and more deeper consideration. If you find this video helpful, share it with your friends and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.